Hi everyone, this is Shah and I'm a product consultant at Spikra and I'll take you through the webinar and I'll show you how we are doing serverless operation in Zoho Catalyst and I'll give you a exact full end-to-end demo to show you and to make you understand what is the capabilities of Zoho Serverless Catalyst and what you can do with the Zoho Catalyst platform. So first, let's understand the agenda first. So we'll understand what are the problem we are currently facing as of now in the serverless platform side, and what is Zoho Catalyst, how Zoho Catalyst is solving the problem, and what are the then we'll understand what are the core services and what are the services that you can use as ready-made solution and how this will help you solve your problem and reduce your cost. And then we'll understand what you can build. Then why you should choose Zoho Catalyst first. And then why you should come to us as a speakers because we are a premium consultant and premium partner of Zoho. Then we'll understand, we'll go through the Q&A session and we'll understand what are the next and stages that you can take in order to proceed further. Okay, so as of now, what is the problem statement in your business or in the space of where Zoho Catalyst is? So there are multiple platforms, right? There are Amazon AWS, there is Azure, there is GCP, and multiple other small platforms as well. And those platform both are serverless as well as server give you full access to their server as well. So you can either if you want to get into the nitty-gritty details, you can buy your server. You can rent the server and you can do everything on it using Docker or using any virtual machine, right? But there is also option to do that serverless operation as well because you may know that there is multiple option of serverless things in AWS as well as Azure and GCP. In AWS we call it Lambdas, and similar to Lambdas there are multiple option as well. So now why Zoho Catalyst, if all the major platforms are providing the option to do serverless, then why Zoho Catalyst? First of all, the cost. The Zoho is offering Zoho Catalyst in a very minimal cost, and it is giving you the option to run Zoho Catalyst at your will and pay for the price for which you only ran the server. So this is the monolithic tab. So whenever you are using the server, then only you are paying. So if you are using out of 24 hours, if you are not using 8 hours, then you don't have to pay for the 8 hours. Then the next thing is scaling panic. So suppose you are hosting, you own your server, you own in the sense you rented your server, you are using EC2 instance. But suppose if there is a spike in the campaign or spike in the website, then how you are going to handle it? In all the major platforms, there is an option like auto scale, but still it's a panic situation. Auto scale will also take time to copy the same thing in another machine and scale up that machine. But once that machine also hit the saturation, then that machine also needs to scale up. So there is a gap. So when another machine is scaling up, so that on that time your user may face some difficulties of accessing your website or any other thing. So, and the next thing is the integration bit. Suppose you are a heavy user of Zoho ecosystem platform and you are using CRM, Dex, Mail, uh, Zoho Creator, Zoho Analytics. Then, if you want to integrate those things into with other outside Zoho product, then the integration part is a huge pain. So you have to use lots of middleware in order to connect, and you have to use multiple authentication, and managing the authentication key and everything is also a painful process. So if you are using Zoho Catalyst, you are already in the ecosystem, right? So you don't have to use that much of headache. You will not have that much of headache of connecting those platform with the Zoho Catalyst, because as this is also Zoho platform, Zoho does provide a ready-made integration solution. So in one click, you will be able to connect your CRM decks or the tools. Next, we'll understand what is Zoho Catalyst. So in Zoho Catalyst, there are multiple things that are there, but out of those things, let's understand what are the most important basic things. The first thing is function. Excuse me. So what is function? Function in the sense, suppose you are using, if you are using any script which is running and which is doing a cron job or something like that, which is running periodically in order to execute some certain tasks. So that is called function. The function, there is a separate section called function where you will be able to write your own function. Once you write your own function, uh, it could be in multiple languages. You can use Node.js, Node.js in the sense in JavaScript along with that backend, then Python function and Java function as well. And there are multiple other options as well in terms of language. And once you write your script, then you upload that script into function. You set up the cron job. You set up the timing. It will run after certain period of time, or anything. Suppose if any new CRM leads come, it should trigger the function. You can set it up in your way, and then it will run automatically. And whenever you are running that function for running that particular time, you will pay for that function cost. Right? The next is data store. We all know the importance of data store. There could be multiple types of data store. First of all, if you want to store any database, then that is a different thing. But that is basically database storing. There is a multiple option of database storing as well. After the presentation, I'll take you to the Catalyst page and I'll show you. And there is another types of data store as well. Suppose you want to store any object data. So object data could be document, file, image, videos, anything. So if you want to store that, there is an option for that as well. This is similar to the and the next thing is web hosting. You can use your static dynamic site. In you Once you create that site, you can host that directly inside Zoho Catalyst. There is a web hosting option as well, and there is CLI and console. So if you want to manage and integrate and do everything inside CLI and console, and if you are a heavy user of AI agent as well, you will be able to do that using the CLI and console. First of all, you have to install the CLI for the Catalyst. Once you install that, you have to do the authentication. Once the authentication is done, you can use everything pretty much. You can do everything as well by yourself, as well as if you are using any AI agent also can take care of those things, deployment and DevOps sort of things. Now we'll understand what are the core services and what is computing and what is orchestration layer, and then we'll move on. So first we already explain function. So you can do with the basic IO operation, advanced IO, cron job, event scheduling. If you are using any REST API call is also can be done using the function part. Then we'll understand circuit. So circuit is basically multiple function. If you are running multiple function, but there is multiple layers of logic as well. Suppose if A happens, then run this. If B happens, then if A happens, then run Z. If B happens, then run Y. If A and B both happen, then run Z. Those kind of things. If your workflow is complex and you have to handle multiple level of complexity inside your workflow, then you can do use the circuit, and circuit can take care of those complex needs as well. Then the job scheduling. So if you want to if you want to schedule a job, suppose you want to do a job in a particular time, you want to create a report from your database, then you can set it up as a job schedule. And once job schedule is scheduled, then schedule will run after a period of time according to your set time, and it will create that report, and it will send that report to your respective user. So and if anything is not working, then you can set it up as you can add your email ID. And if anything is not working, it will trigger that email to you like this is not working. You take care of those. And the last thing is integration. So as we already discussed, there is a ready-made solution available inside Zoho, ready-made solution available for connecting all the Zoho services. So you add on those things, and once you add on those things, it will automatically connect, and you don't have to use any middle layer or middleware. So it's very easy. And there is also many third-party integration as well. I believe there is 1200 third-party integration which are ready-made available. For those integration, you don't have to use any middleware. You can directly click on add-on, connect, and it will automatically connect. So it takes away a lots of headache for you. So that you can only focus on the things that matters for your business, like creating or managing all the things that your customer needs. Next, we'll understand what is the storage service. So there are multiple storage service as well as we previously discussed. So data store is basically database. If you want to store relational or non-relational database, then you can use the data store function. Then there is status. So this is basically S3 compatible storage service. So you can upload all of your file media and everything. Then the cache, we all understand the importance of cache. Uh, excuse me. Sorry. So you all understand the importance of cache. Cache is very important for giving access or serving all the most important thing and most called things in very fast manner, because you are storing that not inside your disk, you are storing cache in RAM. Right? So Apache Kafka is one of the cache example, which is the most popular one. Similarly, Zoho also provide its own cache, which you can use as a inside the platform. And second thing, and the last thing is the search. So full the line is full text search on indexing data store column in millisecond built in-app search across use table. That means if you have any database, you will be able to search anything inside the database by index very fast. So that's it. Next is the what is the platform and experience. So there is authentication built in, so you can use Zoho login as well as Google login. And there is API gateway. There is REST API. You can use REST API endpoint, and you can create your custom endpoint authentication as well. And next is web hosting. We already discussed this. So web hosting is basically you host yours and serve over the HTTP endpoint, and there is an option to map your custom domain as well. So you build your client portal, admin UI, all those things inside. Once you build those things, you can host it in web host, and it can serve all the static and dynamic side as well. Then there is mail and push. So we all know as a developer, so we want to send notification and mail to our end customer. So suppose you have created one app for your student management, you want to send a mail. Those things can also be done using Zoho Catalyst built-in feature. You don't have to rely on any third-party services. Next, there is AI. So we all know this is the era of AI. So everybody is doing AI, 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 AI. Zoho also does those AI, 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 AI. So Zoho also provide those auto email features and OCR document AI vision and text analysis. I'll explain each of them one by one. Suppose you have a database, and your database already stored a large amount of your stored data. You own a retail shop, and you manage your retail shop inside Zoho Catalyst. You host your database in Zoho Catalyst. Your website, dynamic website is also inside Zoho. Then what you can do is there is multiple built-in model inside Zoho, so which you can use by default to do AutoML kind of feature. What is AutoML? AutoML is nothing but there is already a pre-existing model, and once you provide your database, the model will apply those model layer and feature everything inside on top of your data, and it will try to extract those insight, and it will give those insight as a report. Next is OCR and document AI. So this is very simple thing. You can scan and upload your document, and it will automatically detect your scanned document. It will understand the document, and it will fill those document information into any uh, form or something like that. Next is vision. So there is a multiple option of model inside the Catalyst, which you can use for doing object detection, face analytics, image moderation using one API. So it's basically providing you multiple kind of tool or layer of AI, which you can use all sort of things. And the last is text analysis. So this is pretty simple. Suppose you are getting thousand comments from your customer. You want to understand their sentiment. Those things you can do using the test analysis. Next is what you can build. So first of all, you can create extensions backend. So what is extension backend? Suppose you are using any CRM, text or books, which but there is you want some extension or which can create some feature, but if you want to use Deluge, it cannot alone do that kind of work, and it cannot run. So those kind of things you can use Zoho extension, and you can create your extension, and you can host that extension backend inside Zoho Catalyst. Suppose we all know there is a built-in portal feature inside Zoho CRM and Zoho. I believe there is also same kind of things is there in Zoho Takes, as well as we clearly know that Zoho creator provide those outside portal kind of things. So, but if you want to create a portal which is not similar to Zoho's built-in one. You want to customize those things. The customization by default is not available in CRM or Creator. You can use those. You can use the Zoho Catalyst built-in tools and platform to create that and host that. Next is ops dashboard and reporting. So job scheduling, once you do multiple job scheduling, then you need to see what job is running perfectly, what is not running. So you can do those kind of things as well. And documentation and trust workflow. So there is multiple tools and platform to do the work automation, right? You can use CRM, you can use Zoho's native Zoho Flow, but if you want to do that in a more multifaceted way, you want to create any want to add any AI layer or AI feature, plus vision feature on top of it, then you need to come to Zoho Catalyst in order to do that. Next, we'll understand why Zoho Catalyst and why you should come to Spikra for Zoho Catalyst integration and implementation. So first things that for which you should consider Zoho Catalyst is for the cost efficiency. So you are in Zoho Catalyst, you are paying per invocation. You are not paying per hour. Right? So suppose in 1 hour, if you want to do 500 call, then you are only paying for the 500 call, which is 30 minutes. You are not paying for the total 1 hour, although the total length of call and total stretch of the call is 1 hour. Next is no server, no size, no patch, no BBC. So you don't have to, that means you don't have to maintain any server. So Zoho will take care of the server from the backend. You just host your stuff and you forget. Next, predictable for Zoho native workflow. So if you are a heavy user of Zoho, you want the predictability and the feature richness of Zoho, then you can come here and you can forget about your workload and workflow. It will run. That's it. Then the native Zoho stack, we already discussed the integration part in multiple times. So once you do the integration once you use the integration feature inside Zoho Catalyst, you can connect multiple Zoho services like CRM decks, creator, uh, mail, and everything. So you don't have to use any third-party middleware in order to connect those services. And you can use one identity across all of your app you run. So suppose you have a Zoho One account, you can use the same identity to log in into Zoho Catalyst as well. And enterprise level security, the next thing. So the Zoho Catalyst is already GDPR compliant, and encryption and those basic things is already built in, and role-based access is also there. Suppose you have five developer team, you don't want to give uh, full access to Zoho Catalyst to all five of them. You want to manage the role-based access control. You can do that as well, similar to the AWS. And the last is why Spikra. So what is the Spikra's advantage? So first thing is we are already a Zoho premium partner. So if anywhere you face anything, you can use us to directly connect with Zoho. That is the first thing and first major advantage that we can provide you as a premium partner. But this is not the best part, but the best part is we have the expertise. Expertise in the sense we already worked on multiple Zoho creator project for Zoho Catalyst project for our customer. So we understand and we know we have the in-depth knowledge of Zoho Catalyst. So whenever you will come with your problem, we will be able to give the solution to you in a very short span of time. So that advantage we can have as we have multiple years of experience of using Zoho Catalyst. And we give all the documentation, we all share all the test result and repo access to you. So you will have full level of control. Suppose you want to do some development by yourself also, you can do that as well. Now let's go to the Zoho Catalyst portal and we'll understand what is what. So once you come into the Zoho Catalyst portal, it will ask you to create a project, right? So this is one of our demo account. So I'll just go into any sample project and I'll show you what is what. So once you come here, you will be able to see the first thing that is Slate. Slate is basically the web hosting part. You can use Slate to host your website, and you can use those website link. And if you have any custom domain, you can connect those custom domain with the website as well. Next is the serverless function. This is the most important one. So you can host your function here, and there is multiple security rules as well. So you can set it up the security rule. You have to write those security rule here. And the next and most important is the AppSell. AppSell allow you to deploy your Docker container. That is the important thing. So if you are using any platform or tool using Docker, you can directly push those Docker container here and absolutely take care of your hosting. And the next one is the Zoho Catalyst console circuit. So circuit is basically orchestration layer. So if you have many complex workflows, you can take care. It can take care of those things. Next, the cloud scale. Cloud scale is basically all the individual services that you need. So we discussed data store. Data store is basically SQL database. Then is the NoSQL database. Then there is the file store if you want to store any object. And then is SSS. Then it can create the bucket, and you inside that bucket you can keep your stuff there and as a sandbox kind of thing. Then there is the cache service, there is a search service, and there is authentication here, and third party integration and Zoho Catalyst authentication. Both things are here. Then the next thing is the API gateway. So you use any API gateway, you can create and you can enable that. And next is connection. We'll see what we can do in the connection section. So there is when a default service you can use and you can connect those things. We already discussed that you can directly integrate your stuff here. So your Zoho stuff and your non-Zoho stuff as well. So and custom services like you can create your own custom integration and you can connect. And we discussed the cron job, it will run periodically. You can use notification SMTP. SMTP means the uh, SMS, and you can use any token as well. And there is push notification, there is web client hosting, there is domain mapping. We already discussed those things. This is the AI part. So Zoho has all those things. So face analytics, object recognition, text analysis, OCR and image modeling, those things is here. And job scheduling, if you want to schedule multiple jobs, so you can use job pool, then cron jobs and jobs. Those things are here. Then the DevOps part, once you host your stuff inside Zoho Catalyst, you have to monitor those things. What is consuming, what amount of compute, what is the price, where things are not working, what is the where we need your attention from Zoho Catalyst point of view, and what is the log in order to monitor those things. The quick ML. So quick ML is basically a ready-made solution for your AI and ML need. So data set, if you have any data set, you upload that. Those inbuilt ML algorithm and operation will automatically g- extract those insight using those algorithm. Then there is ML pipeline as well. So suppose you are not getting those data as a chunk, you are getting those data as a one by one part. So once any customer is logging in, you are getting those data. You can set it up in the ML pipeline. ML pipeline will take care of those things. So this is basically the nutshell, and there is pipeline as well. So you can explore that. Uh, we have a shortage of time. We will not be able to do in depth, dig deep inside each of those. But you can search and you can use those, and you can create a demo. And if you need any help, we can help you. So you can connect with us at sales@sector.com. So these are the main services. It pretty much cover all of your basic and advanced need. So you don't have to worry about your need. And yeah, so this is the nutshell. And then we have the Q&A. So if you have any question, you can ask me. I'll look into your, I'll give you the answer. Okay, we don't have any question as of now. So we'll move on. So what is the next step and what are the things that you can do after the webinar? So first of all, you can connect with us at sales@thespicker.com and to get the service guide today. Service guide in the sense if you mail us, will and if you want to learn about Zoho Catalyst and you want to use Zoho Catalyst in your business, you can get the full in-depth service guide where we will give you in-depth knowledge about what function is what and what can be used for what solution for your business problem. Then you can book a demo as well. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the webinar. I hope you learned something and you get some value out of the webinar. And thank you for your spending your valuable time with me. Thank you so much. This is Vikram Shah signing off